Thank you so much. Tremendous energy this morning. Thank you so much. We got another special member of the music team this morning. Welcome back, Mr. Tim Ham. That's right. Wearing a different hat here at the beginning, but you're going to be hearing more from him later on. Piper, what's up?
Piper! Oh, not the microphone again.
Oh. I'm going to teach you how to do it. So it's this one down here. If that's not green, now you're good to go.
Hello, Owen. That's part of the weekly routine. We have to say hi to Owen. It is. It's a rule. It is. It is a joy. All right. So I'll go ahead and read the daily word and the affirmation. The daily word. Inner voice. Have I ever thought of my body as a temple of God? Well, it's true. God's Spirit is within me, and when I have respect for my own body, my own self, I expect others to respect me also. As a temple of God's Spirit, I might feel more than hear a quiet whisper of an inner voice speaking to me, and I listen. This inner voice is always encouraging me, never putting me down, as if it is God telling me, I have every confidence in you, because I have created you. I know what you are capable of doing and being. There is so much around me competing for my attention that I have to really listen for my inner voice to guide me. Meditation, a time of becoming quiet and connecting consciously with God's Spirit, is a perfect time to give my full attention to the good that God is sharing with me. It is a time with God that I enjoy and that also refreshes me. And the affirmation, I feel good about myself in every situation. I am self-confident with a strong sense of self-esteem and self-worth.
Nice. Thank you, Piper. Let's go ahead and sing the kids out. I am walking in the light, in the light, in the light. I am walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God. All right.
Hello, Elliot.
Lewis, good morning.
Good morning. Your instructions worked. The microphone is working.
It's on.
I need instructions. Good morning. My name is Lewis Key, and I am your platform assistant for the morning. First of all, we want to recognize any visitors. Do we have any new visitors today here? We do, right here. 2, 3. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And we have some free gifts for you at the end of the service. If you'd like to stop at the table back there on the way out, we have shirts of all different sizes. I think we have flowers as well in the back, possibly. So thank you for coming, and hopefully you'll get a lot out of this message today, and you'll be back. Nancy, she's going to give you a great message. Not to put any pressure on you, Nancy, but first of all, welcome to all of you from Facebook, also watching it on Facebook. The bulletins, I'm going to go through all of the announcements, or some of them, very quickly. Your bulletin, they're in your bulletin. They're on Facebook. They're on the web page, and on the email newsletter. And first of all, we want to go over the COVID mask update. Masks are recommended, but they're not required. Things are getting better over time. Hopefully at some point we can just forget about the masks altogether. But right now they're still recommended. Community outreach, Joshua House. We've got we're trying to raise a lot of items, and there's flyers as you go out the door on the table out there. There's a flyer that gives you all the details of everything that we need to donate for Joshua House. So please go get one of those, pay attention, and do what you can. Tail Waggers Dog Walking Group, still going on. First Friday of the month, that'll be this coming Friday at 9 a.m. Gail and Linda will be leading the pack, so to speak. And that's at 10 a.m., and she wants me to move on. Okay. Sleeping mats for the homeless. Today is the day, every fourth Sunday, we are making sleeping mats for the homeless, and that's today. So we're crocheting plastic shopping bags, into sleeping mats. So meet after the service. That'll be in the fellowship hall, I presume. That'll be in here. All right. And Tim, our guest musician, Tim Ham, is here today. Welcome, Tim. Thank you for being here. And welcome, Tim. And Tim has Tim and friends. I presume you have more than one friend? Good. Oh, oh, okay, great. Well, they're good. We have a concert at Florida Community of Mindfulness at 6501 North Nebraska Avenue. Tell me again which streets between Sly and Hillsborough Avenue on Nebraska is where this location is. That is at 7:30. Yeah, it's at 7:30, not 7 o'clock on Saturday, April 2nd.
Can I say one thing about it?
Yes, you may. No. Can you talk with your guitar? Is your guitar gently weeping? Can you do that?
It's somewhat difficult to find it. So slow down and be very careful because it's hidden by a bunch of trees.
All right. So, that reminds me.
To everyone at home, just so that you guys know, what Tim said or sang was, it may be difficult to find the address because it's hidden by the trees. So if you guys are checking it out, if you're looking for the place, drive slowly. Look for trees.
Yeah, Elliot's allowed to speak.
So, are they going to let you come out of the woods in order to do the commercial? I mean, the concert?
It's going to happen.
Okay. All right, great. All right, and let's see, what else do we have? Oh, birthdays. I know nobody's got any birthdays this week, do they? Who's the volunteer? Mr. Bobby Biggs. His birthday is tomorrow, and he will be 49. Are you telling the truth? Well, it's a good thing you're male, because if you're female, you probably wouldn't have been telling the truth there. But no, we're in church, though. You got to. And also, Mr. Jeffrey King, who's not here today, unfortunately, his birthday is the 31st. So that would be, what day is that on? Thursday, next Thursday. Is there anyone else in here that has a birthday coming up this week? No one, just these two. Okay, well, Bobby, we're going to sing happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God loves you. Happy birthday to you.
To introduce to you Reverend Nancy.
Thank you. Thanks, Louis. All right, how about a hand for Louis? Pat says Louis deserves the Academy Award up here. So I think we should give him one. He does a great job, as well as all of our helpers. We appreciate you. Geez, I'm happy to see you. I do not like being gone from you. I don't know what it is. I told Linda I have to have my fix. I need my fix, and I didn't get my fix last week being with everybody. But Reverend Allen did a great job. I watched his talk. I loved it. And he doesn't know it. I wrote him and told him, but he sort of teed up this week's talk for me by giving that talk, and he doesn't even know it. So I'm grateful for that. All right, let's join together and do what we do best, which is begin our service with our unity affirmation, okay? There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good omnipotent. And I want to read today's daily word, which is divine order. Are you going to say it for me? Divine order supports my life. Divine order is one of the great truths of life. It provides a foundation for all growth and a blueprint for all manifestation. Feeling stuck or bewildered is a sign that I am out of step with divine order. I pause, and with compassion for myself, I release thoughts of worry, impatience, and doubt. I remind myself of times when I wondered whether a hoped-for result would ever happen, only to realize in hindsight that foundational aspects had to be in place first. Remembering this helps me be patient and trusting now. I affirm I cooperate with divine order. It is established in my life now. I listen with mind and heart, trusting that I will discern my path one step at a time. And from Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own thought. So that's very lovely. And I heard this awesome message yesterday from is Gilda here? No. So Gilda runs the Saturday group, the Soul Sisters, and they were able to actually Zoom with the author of the book they're studying yesterday. And I got to see the recording of it. It was just phenomenal, some of the things this woman said. And I don't know if anybody here was here yesterday for it. I couldn't tell by the Zoom capture, but it was really awesome. So thanks to Gilda, even if she's not here, for making that arrangement for us. I also wanted to mention that I appreciate Vivian, you, and all the people who have stepped up after, we lost our beloved to another church to go back to her home church. But, Michelle did a great job in the kitchen, and all of you who have stepped up to help and get with Vivian and make things happen. And I don't know if anybody noticed on the way in that we have new door colors at Fellowship Hall. Thanks to Louise. Of course, thanks to Louise. Everything that gets done around here, thanks to Louise. I come in, something new is here. Thank you very much. And with that said, I'll shut up and hand it back to Elliot and the band. And I release my responsibility.
One, two, one, two, one, two. Okay. There was a time in my life thought I had to do it all by myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I find it as I'm struggling just to make it through another day. I've got to let it go, yeah. Let it go. And this is what I have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, it's only up to God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, it's only up to only up to God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, it's only up to God. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, it's only up to God. And I am free in the Spirit. Yes, it's only up to God. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Little energy for you. Are you going to stay standing with us? Jerry, I love you. He's full of energy. We filled his heart. Nice job, guys. All right, I have really good stories for you today. Lauren, first one. Where is she? Lauren. Oh, there you are. I saw you come in, but I didn't know where you went. Good, how are you? We'll chat later. So Lauren brought this story for us. This is about Jeff Cooper. Some of you may have seen him on the news. It's a great story. So Jeff is the son of a police officer, and he grew up to become a police officer himself and worked as a deputy for the polygraph unit at Broward County. He has this impressive career assisting with numerous cases, which led to the apprehension of hundreds of criminals. But Jeff suffered with polycystic kidney disease, which causes painful fluid-like sacs to develop on the kidneys, causing them to enlarge and lose function over time. His discomfort became so severe that he had a morphine pump installed to ease the painful symptoms. Well, Jeff's desperation, he's now retired, and his desperation for a kidney donor was growing every day. And with overwhelming support from the Broward County Sheriff's Office and his community, he sent out a desperate plea. Guy Kitchens, a Jupiter police officer, knows what it's like to help other people too. And one day he received the email about Jeff's condition. For some reason, he said, I just couldn't get it out of my head for a couple of days. The email was Jeff Cooper's story. Kitchens didn't know Cooper, but didn't hesitate to step in, and it turned out he was the perfect match. In my life, he said, if something was meant to be, God always flung the doors open, and none of these were shut, so I was pretty sure I was supposed to do this. Jeff Cooper found his match in a man he's never met, and his kidney transplant surgery in February at Largo was a success. After the wounds healed, Cooper and Kitchens met for the first time, and now they become friends. And Jeff said, he is my living angel, my little brother that I never had, but I always wanted. I've got an inseparable bond with my donor, and it's beautiful. Two men connected by the badge are now inseparable for life, all from the determination of one officer, the support of his department, and a town that rallied around him. Isn't that a great story? Yeah, thank you, Lauren. And this one is just going to make you smile big, big, big. So, Jeffrey Beach, thank you for this uplifting story. Orion Jean, that's the name of the boy I want you to remember today. 11-year-old Orion Jean. He was named Time Magazine's Kid of the Year for 2021. He had 1 day's notice from his school to prepare a response to a contest on how kindness can change a nation. He lives in Fort Worth, Texas, and in that one day he started writing a lot. With big ideas and small ideas, like leaving flowers on a neighbor's doorstep or paying a stranger a compliment, he won that local contest and the prize money that went with it. With the money, and listen to this carefully, with the money, Orion launched his Race to Kindness movement, which started with his efforts to collect 500 toys for kids who were hospitalized. But with the help of family, friends, strangers, and corporate donors, it grew into providing 100,000 meals to food insecure families and 500,000 books to kids who had none at home. His dedication and hard work did not go unnoticed, and last month, Time magazine named him the Kid of the Year. During an interview with actress and humanitarian and Time contributing editor Angelina Jolie, Orion said the Race to Kindness is not just a series of events, but also a call to action. It's a way to get people involved in the community. When they see something happening, now they can go out and do something about it. He hopes to inspire other kids to get involved, and listen to what he said. Hopefully, this inspires them to know that a kid like me can go out and really make an impact. But it's not about me. I'm just a vessel to spread kindness and to help others spread kindness in their communities as well. 11. Most of us can't say that on our own. First of all, most of us would have freaked out in front of somebody like Angelina Jolie interviewing us or Time magazine calling, you know. I would have been one going blah, 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 blah. And this kid spoke so eloquently, I was in shock when Jeffrey sent that to me. So great stories. And now you're in for a real treat because Tim, where'd you go? Tim, Tim did our meditation when he was here, filling in for Elliot, and he's going to do it again. So I am going to actually sit and meditate with you. So thank you, Tim. We appreciate you being back today.
While I'm getting my guitar on, feel free to watch your breath, settle in, and let the cares that you might have brought with you just fall away. You can release them. Thought I had that done. So while you sit, I just want to remind you that each one of us has an Orion gene, a little child that's generous inside us. And that generosity is spirit. He didn't have anything blocking it. Sometimes we do. We get it trained out of us. The metta meditation is a practice that lets us drop the walls that we let separate us. We think of people as the ones we love, the good ones, the neutral ones that we don't know, and the bad ones that make the world a worse place. Metta teaches us that we can love all of those people and all living beings equally. They suffer like us. They have joy like us. So as we go through the meditation, first look at yourself and offer kindness to yourself with whatever you're going through, whatever challenges you might have. Think of yourself as a little child and remember when you had joy just in the moment. then think of the people you love, the ones who have been kind to you, and offer them kindness. Move outward to those you don't know, maybe a cashier, somebody you ran into. Offer them kindness. Outward to those you consider enemies, and then to animals and to the entire world. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful and at ease. May I have courage, determination, and understanding for all I meet. May I be well. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful and at ease. May you have courage, determination, and understanding for all you meet. May you be well. And for my friends and teachers and my whole family, may they always meet with success and overcome their difficulties. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be peaceful and at ease. May they have courage, determination, and understanding for all they meet. May they be well. And for all living beings, especially my enemies, may we all be healthy and strong, and may we live in harmony. May we be well, may we be happy, may we be peaceful and at ease. May we have courage, determination, and understanding for all we meet. May we be well. May we be well. May we be well.
You so much. You know, if you hum that song when you're listening to it, I have the CD and I hum it rather than sing it, and it just makes me feel so much peace. Special thanks to all of our band today. Elliot, Christian, Alvon, Michael. And Duncan, thank you for all you do. And David, thanks for being here and helping, especially me today. And Michael Williams, I know you're back there somewhere. And thank you. So today we're talking about savoring our moments. And as many of you are aware, we were in Ireland last week with the Second Time Arounders marching band. And we performed the day before St. Patrick's Day at Kilkenny Castle, and on St. Patrick's Day in 2 parades in Dublin and in Celbridge. And at Kilkenny, the audience was primarily school children who were on a field trip to come see us, and their parents and their teachers. And their faces were just lit up because they had come to see our group, the band, the dance team, the majorettes, the rifle team, all these flag teams, just great group of people. And the University of, I believe it was the University of Illinois band was there as well. And we were on the big field at Kilkenny Castle facing each other, the bands. And the sea of beautiful color against the green was just phenomenal. And then in the 2 parades the next day, the streets were lined with people of all ages, decorated in green and orange. And for me, I had told you this, having gone to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade was pretty much a highlight of my life. But I think this topped it by far, for many different reasons. One, it's been 2 years since the Irish were able to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And this is not just a parade day. This is their heritage. So imagine 2 years of not being able to celebrate their heritage. It was a big deal for them. And then the second, being with the fact that the Ukrainian crisis is occurring, the people were all carrying Ukrainian flags as well. So it was just beautiful to see their support. And I want to just share a glimpse, a couple of minutes captured of this experience.
Well done! That is an Austin 20 car, very nice. Okay, we've got the first of our big bands. This is the awesome Second Time Arounders from Florida. They're made up of members aged from 18 to 82, would you believe? 18 to 82. Woo. Come on, give it up for our band from Florida!
Special shout out to Tom, who's a baritone and who recently beat leukemia. Woo!
awesome. It was a lot of fun. And you could see all the green and orange. But the experience was emotional for me because not only was it was fun and exciting, but there was so much to absorb and take in, and to save the moment and savor those moments was difficult. There was a tight itinerary of bus rides, drop-off and pickup locations, uniform details, timelines, remembering steps and music, paying attention to announcements, monitoring when to speed up or slow down, keeping track of our tag-alongs, as they were referred to, who were on different buses, different locations, and at multiple grandstands. And then all of that remembering to be entertaining along the way. So during the performances, it was also challenging not to get caught up in the experience and the looks on people's faces, to the point of forgetting what you were supposed to do. Well, at one point at the Castle performance, yours truly was so engrossed in the look on the children's faces that I completely froze for 4 seconds. And after a year of anticipation, payments for the trip, months of practicing, preparation, an amazing time had, I had to really think about whether or not 4 seconds was going to define my memory. Right? Because we know how that is. Something goes wrong, and that's the thing that happens in our focus. But then I started thinking, okay, the good news is I got that out of the way. Tomorrow's the 2 parades, and the kids don't care. And so I needed to let it go. And the 3 of us, all of us, hundreds of us, had to test, before we could come back into the United States. And we all tested negative on Friday. And on Monday, Jeffrey got really sick. And he tested positive for COVID. So he's been in isolation this entire week. Melody and I are still negative, so you don't have to worry. She's not here today because she's working the theater with the school. But I want everybody to turn around and say hello to Jeffrey since he's watching at home. I know he'll appreciate that. I miss him too. I've literally had to talk to him via phone all week. And we pass every now and then, but mostly, we don't come near each other. But I started thinking about how all of this, again, Jeffrey and I had to make the conscious choice, right? Does his COVID experience, does that define the trip? Does my 4 seconds define the trip? What defines the memory? And the truth of the matter is, all week long, we were sending each other pictures and videos to remind ourselves that it was all more than the ending, right? But also, like Reverend Allen pointed out last week, when he said, what makes a good day? And he talked about his friend, and he said, my friend had that big car show in the morning, and then the car broke down, right? Which of those experiences define what you want to take away and savor? So you spend 20 years with somebody and something happens at the end of that. What do? Do you remember the end or you remember the 20 years? We have to make choices in those moments about what we want to choose to savor in every memory. And so a couple of things I want us to think about. What causes us to move from positive to negative, or to only remember the negative? So there's this book called The Chair Rocks. A lady named Ashton Applewhite wrote it, and she talks about the U-curve of happiness and 2 periods in our life in which savoring the moments actually becomes easier for us. One, when we're young, and we don't have any responsibilities, no worries, no distractions. Then we're all about the moments in our life. And the second, she said, is when we're older and we're more resilient and we've come to realize that we will survive anything. And we're going to fight back. Those 2 times in our life, we are willing to savor moments very easily. But regardless, we need to know what it requires from us to actually savor moments. And the first one for me is learning to become the observer in our experiences. Because when you are the observer, you're capturing the event, the experience with your mind's eye. You're taking it all in, and not just from your phone camera. And I say that because one of my observations in Ireland this last week was that all these people were viewing the parade, this magnanimous event with over 1.5 million people. They were viewing it through this little camera. And every now and then as we're going by, and I was within an arm's reach of this front line of spectators, and every now and then this is what happened. And I would capture people's eyes and go, thank you for coming out, you know? And I meant it literally and figuratively at that point. But I kept thinking to myself, this is globally televised. They could have recorded it. I saw a man 2 stories up, sitting out on a ledge of a window, watching the entire parade through his camera. And I thought, why aren't they seeing what I'm seeing? And are they taking it all in? Because it was so much to take in. The joy, the camaraderie, the Ukrainian flags, the Irish flags, the children decorated. All their faces were decorated. And it was so much beauty to take in. Another thing I think that's important is, what will our point of reference be in any event? So, for example, let's say you attended a birthday party for someone, and it was just phenomenal. People, the food, the experience, you can't ever stop thinking about that. And now you're about to throw a party for someone. And my question is, are you going to compare yours to theirs? Because if your point of reference is that party, and you're not doing the same exact thing, aren't you going to be disappointed? And aren't we often at major events in our life thinking about everything but where we are? Oh, I should have ordered this. Oh, I didn't get enough of that. Oh, darn it, so-and-so can't attend. All these thoughts go through our mind, and we aren't savoring any moment. We're everywhere but that moment. So becoming the observer and having a healthy point of reference will help us. But I also think we have to learn to take charge of our thoughts, the thoughts that we hold to keep all of our experiences alive. And I read this really awesome research by Jose, Lim, Kim, and Brian. And in their research, they came up with a list of what hurts us savoring moments and what helps us to save moments. And I want to read you the list of what hurts us. 1, I focused on the future when it was over. I reminded myself it would be over soon. I reminded myself that nothing lasts forever. I thought how it would never be this good again. I thought about ways it could be better. Now, I want you to think back to some activity and whether any of those thoughts came to your mind during them. You were at a great party, seeing everyone, reunion, whatever, and you're thinking, oh, I wish this night wouldn't end. Right? It happens to us. We forget about where we are in the moment. Now, you might think I'm a little crazy, but this is what came to my mind. I started thinking when I read that list, I wonder what Jesus did when he was going around preaching to people. So was he sitting listening to people's problems saying, boy, this person's going on and on and on? Did he ever say, boy, I hope the next group's bigger? Did he? No, because everything we read said he was present moment, right? Did he ever stop and think, well, the good news is I'll never see this group again? But isn't that what we do? How often do we make those appearances and we're not truly there? What moments will we choose to savor? Or were Jesus' thoughts more aligned with the list of behaviors the researchers discovered that would enhance savoring our moments? Like, I talked to another person about how good I felt. I looked for other people to share it with. I thought about what a lucky person I am. I thought about this, sharing this later with others. I felt energized by my experience. I thought only about the present and was totally absorbed. If we want to live our life to the fullest and we really truly want to savor moments, we need to find ways to keep our dreams, our goals, and our desires alive through a more spiritual vision. Because if we take it to a spiritual vision, then we are going to find a way to bring our best self forward, not our ego self. Our ego self is going to be worried about all the little things. Our divine self is going to find a way to connect with people and to bring out our best. The same, for example, if going back to that birthday party, if your focus on that birthday party was more about making sure that you weren't trying to impress people, but rather celebrate someone's life and bring people together and create an open and comfortable environment, then who you had there, what the food was, whether or not all the decorations showed up, wouldn't make any difference to you, because you'd be in the moment for all the right reasons. It's our ego self that gets in the way. For me, the same was true for Ireland. While my dream and goal and desire was to return to that performing group and to prove to myself that I was physically still capable after all I had been through, I wanted to savor a much bigger picture. First, the time I had with my family. Being with Jeffrey and Melody that 4 days and the 2 24-hour trips on each end, having time with them and being away from our hectic schedules was a real treat for me. Second thing was I met so many new people that practices never allow you to meet. During practices and performances, you don't meet anybody. You're just with the same group. And I had meaningful conversations with people I never get to have meaningful conversations with that I see all the time. But most of all, the faces of those people and the way they celebrated our being there and the gratitude they expressed for us and their cheering was just so humbling. I was reminded of the beauty of Ireland, having been there before, just the beauty of this historic place. But my favorite memory of all times were those children. Because at the castle, the children were bragging to one of the people in our band, who's a history teacher, about how much American history they knew. So first they said, like George Washington and Ben Franklin and Abraham Lincoln and Tom Brady and Kanye West. It was my favorite moment. These kids are like Tom Brady and Kanye West for president. We know all about your country. I just couldn't let it go. I mean, it just made me smile the whole trip. That was their version of our history. Fred Bryant, a social psychologist at Loyola University, said, "We learn to savor our moments by turning off our conscious thoughts and getting absorbed in the positive feelings during any special experience." He says that studies of positive experience experiences indicate that people most enjoy themselves when they are totally absorbed in the moment by whatever they're doing or experiencing, and to the point of losing sense of time and place. And he said, that's when you know you're in the flow. And we know that feeling. We all know that feeling. We're in the flow. We didn't even remember the time. In fact, Friday night was the Mad Walk, and it was my 12th year, and Cindy, Joanne, Hanson were there. And, you know, I was standing in the field after the walk talking to one of our team, and I freaked for a moment because I had lost total track of time and realized I was supposed to pick Melody up at school that night at 8:30. And so I immediately was like, I lost track of time. I have to go. But that's what being in the flow's about. Lose track of ourselves. The bottom line is we have a choice to make. Every situation, I want us as spiritual learners, spiritual people, to start thinking about, are we taking it all in? Are we always focused on the next thing, the next moment, the next big thing that's coming in our lives? Instead of ending some event and starting to think about the next one, how about you spend a whole week taking in like we did this week? Take it all in. And Bruce and Maria, you were at the walk with us. Thank you for coming, by the way. Sorry, I looked here. I forgot to look right. Let's look at our takeaways. So savoring our moment requires us to become the observer, review, appreciate, and embrace the experience. Number 2, establish a point of reference. What will you compare this experience to? Know it in advance so you don't get caught up in it afterwards. Bless you. Number 3, define activities for enhancement. What will you do to keep this memory alive? And number 4, take charge of your thoughts. Be mindful of the reflections you are choosing. Our affirmation is, I am savoring each moment. Let's say that together. I am savoring each moment. And our quote for today is from Tara Brock. The way to develop the habit of savoring is to pause when something is beautiful and good and catches our attention. The sound of rain, the look of the night sky, the glow in a child's eyes, or when we witness some kindness, pause, then totally immerse in the experience of savoring it. Let's take that in. So we pause now to reflect upon the importance of savoring all moments. The time we're together, being only together, and not thinking about what we have to do this afternoon or where we have to be next. We're grateful for the gift of choosing what we decide to focus on and recognizing that only our mind controls what we think. We must make sure that our thoughts stay where we want them to. And we're grateful for that power and empowerment. Amen. If you have a prayer need, no matter where you are, who you are, send us your prayer list. You can do it here with the cards we have. Put them in the box out in the narthex. If you're online, you can go online to unitytampa.org and fill out the form and send us a prayer, or you can just call the church number. And I want us to say our giving affirmation, and I just want to say thank you, God, for these amazing people who continue to support all of what we do in our community. You're awesome, and we're all grateful. So let's say our affirmation together. We have faith in God as our instant, constant, abundant supply and supplier. We have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. We have faith in God to guide us in all our ways, and our health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good, now flowing forth to meet our every need. Awesome. And Elliot, thank you for having everybody say it last week. I saw that you said, let's make Nancy proud. I did. They did a good job. I was watching, too. I thought they're going to skip it this week. I'm not there. And Tim is going to play I Want to Fall, correct?
Yes, it's a song.
But none of us want to fall right now.
Well,
so
I do.
I know.
And what do I want to fall? I want to fall in love with the moment. That's what I want to do. We were able to do it when we were young. We just loved. If it was raining, we loved it. If it was dry and hot, we loved it. If it was cold, we didn't care. Somebody had to remind us to put a jacket on. We just wanted to experience every moment, and that's what this song is about. Love, you come and go just like the rain. I long to splash in your puddles, play like a child again. But when the clouds roll in, I run inside to stay warm, afraid of the storm. Oh, I wanna fall in love. I wanna see the world through love's eyes, to go mad with love. Let the walls come tumbling down. Finally take off my disguise. So many weary days, just trying to hold back the flood, building up the levees to stop the rushing waters and the mud. But now I'm outside waiting for the deluge to come pouring down, and in love I will drown. Oh, I wanna fall in love. I wanna see the world through love's eyes, to go mad with love, to let the walls come tumbling down. Finally take off my disguise. Oh, I wanna fall in love. I wanna see the world through love's eyes, to go mad with love and let the walls come tumbling down. Finally take off my disguise, and finally take off my disguise. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Oh, yeah. So if you want to hear songs like that, I'll be playing that one. And others, like the Meta Song and others, I'll be performing at the Florida Community of Mindfulness on Nebraska between Hillsborough and Sly, 7:30 Saturday night. It's a meditation hall. A lot of you expressed interest and curiosity about it. This is a good time to sort of go experience it. We're just there to enjoy ourselves and enjoy the music that night. So please come. I do. There's CDs in the back, and also there's I forgot to bring it up with me, but there's a little card that a lot of people have liked that has the words to the Meta Song on it, and on the back it has some basic instruction for the Meta practice. And Meta means loving kindness or friendliness. It's not mysterious or anything. It's just being kind and loving, like Orion. I mean, it's something we have in us. Those cards are available at no charge on the back table. If you feel inspired by that practice and want to do it, I encourage you to take a card. It might help in that, moving you toward that. Yeah. So I think that's great. Thanks. Thank you, band. Yeah. Thanks for having me here again. We're so grateful we found you, and we just feel a very close connection to you all. So thank you. We are in early May.
Thank you. I was going to add that, just so that you guys know, Tim is not here year-round. Right.
Boo.
That's part of why we've had him come in twice this month. It's been such a pleasure to
Oh,
know
thanks.
you and to work with you, man. And we're going to have him back, but it probably won't be until the next time it's cold.
Well, as I understand it, I'm going to be back in April while you're exchanging vows. Is that not true? Oh, okay. Okay. That's changed. So you'll be here.
But I don't think I'm going to be out on this.
Okay. Whatever happens is awesome. There's a saying that I've learned recently, and that's when things go right, wonderful. When things go badly, wonderful. Anyway, this isn't badly or well, it's just what it is. So
I just wanted to make sure people didn't think that you were here twice and we don't see you for months.
yes.
Right, exactly.
But like Elliot says, when it's cold again, we'll probably at least come down and tour the area and play music at the different communities. So love to come back when that happens.
Also, we're open to everyone's input. If you guys think we should probably have Tim back next time, let us know.
Okay.
Talented cat. Really, it's awesome that he can come in on a week where I am here and he can sit on the bass and we can have a versatile member of the band. So just so cool.
Keep talking.
It sounds like we might be seeing you again soon, my friend.
That'd be awesome.
We got one more song and Tim's going to lead it. Can we stand and sing the peace song and we'll get you guys out of here?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live
prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. Presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is great. All right, stop by Fellowship Hall and visit our new people as well. Thank you for being here. It was great, wasn't it, to be here today? I missed being here. It's hard.